testimony to this very fact made by a former U.S. bank executive on my YouTube channel.
Listen, we get bonuses based upon fees per quarter.
So, how do we beat the system? How can you fight back against something like that?
It's the Ronald Show, starring Ronald, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of the Ronald Show, Ronald.
What if a government intelligence analyst from the Pentagon is forced to save mankind from extinction and the world from destruction, but first he must evolve into the Messiah and create the plan to save the world? The 21st century Messiah arrives, battles dark forces, and sparks the Armageddon that leads to the apocalypse, rapture, the 2012 pole shift, and extraterrestrial contact. Buy the book today by Ronald Farnham at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The Second Coming of the Messiah, Book 1, The Awakening.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Ronald Show. I am Ronald, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. I know you're getting used to hearing that, and I'm with a guy standing here, Nick Yaya, a good friend of mine. We work together in the entertainment business. We just came back from working on the new TV show called Touch, starring Kiefer Sutherland of 24, and the most amazing thing happened to us today. We were on set, right, when we're doing this scene where Kiefer Sutherland jumps off the curb after this vagrant woman gets hit by a taxi cab, gets thrown on the ground. We watch the whole stunt scene. She bangs her head into the windshield, goes to the ground, and me and a crowd of us and Nick all circle around Kiefer Sutherland as he's over this woman, and we had to shoot this scene a bunch of different times, and Nick just happens to be standing right in the path of where Kiefer Sutherland's going to run, and he snaps at. And Kiefer is a really nice person, actually. Turn to find out, so don't think anything bad right off the bat. But he kind of snapped at Nick, and he's like, "I need to get, saying I need to." What did he say?
What, afterward?
No, what did he say right then when he said that?
Oh, he says, no, you're not supposed to be pointing. That's not in the script.
Oh, okay, so he snapped at him. So anyway, we finished the whole shoot. Everything works out. It winds up raining, getting cold. It winds up getting nighttime, and we're shooting this just as the sun is going down. Then by the time we all wrapped, turned in our wardrobe, went back, signed out with everybody, I started heading back because I was going to take the train. Because we were in downtown LA right there. And so I'm walking and my phone rings and Nick's calling me from the parking lot going, "Hey, Ronald, where are you going, man? Do you need a ride home to North Hollywood?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool." So I'm like, "Where are you?" And he was like behind me, like 50 yards. And I turn around and I'm looking and it's getting dark and I go, "Oh, is that you talking over there? I'm right behind you." And he's like, "Oh, okay, cool." Turns around and looks at me and I hang up my phone and I start walking and I approach him and I'm looking at Nick and he's talking to some dude who's looking at him and I'm getting closer and it's Kiefer Sutherland is standing there talking face to face with Nick, apologizing for snapping at him, going, "Hey, look, I'm sorry I snapped at you. It's just that we weren't supposed to be pointing at this dead person, I guess, because it's a psychic kind of a show." And so then he was really gracious. Nick talked to him, and then Kiefer Sutherland apologized. And right before he left, I shook his hand. I was like, "Can I shake your hand?" And I said, "Remember, the Second Coming of the Messiah," because that's my third book that's coming out next week. The Second Coming of the Messiah. It's about the apocalypse, the rapture. And so Kiefer says, "What?" And I go, "My book and script, it's a book and a script coming out, The Second Coming of the Messiah." And he says, "Okay, cool, I'll look for it." And then he got in his car and I said, "You're the nicest star I've ever worked with." And then he left and Nick and I were like, "Wow, what a cool experience." And then Nick drove me home.
And he was a really cool guy. I got to say that again. I mean, he was so humble and very accommodating and, really was apologetic and, was like, "Look, that's not me. I was, just under a lot of pressure, whatever. You know how it gets. It gets like that. I said, don't worry about it, please. You don't need to apologize. But anyway, cool story. Got to meet the man.
And Nick has his own show on YouTube. It's called, what's your show called?
It's called Beat the System.
Beat the System on YouTube. And part of this show, as you know, the Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. Nick is a specialist on the global military-industrial complex, and he recently won a court case that shows you and will illustrate how you can use the system the way that it's set up for you. And if you know the law, which is what I'm trying to teach you, and which is what people like Nick are trying to teach you, is you need to become well-versed in the operation of the legal system or law. Understanding your corporate law, your statutory law, your human nature law, which we're all going to go through. So, Nick, what did your court case focus on specifically?
The specific focus was on bank overdraft fees.
Okay, Bank of America charged you over a certain period of time bank overdraft fees?
Yes, I went back to the year 2003 and added up all the fees that they had charged me over that time, which came out to $478.
Okay, and then you called them up. Okay, so here's a clip of Nick calling up Bank of America and discussing the overdraft fees with them. Watch this.
Welcome to Bank of America. You have reached the offices of our chairman and CEO. Your call may be monitored or recorded. Please remain on the line while your call is transferred to the next available advocate. Hey, Mr. Yaya, how can I help you?
Yeah, we've been kind of going back and forth on this issue for a while with regard to overdraft fees. We're going to have to take it in front of an impartial third party, I guess, to resolve the dispute. They know the bank maintains that the charges are valid, and I maintain my position, which is I don't think that they are.
Is this regarding your checking account?
Yes.
Okay. Now you're saying the past few years?
Yes.
Now, you're requesting your request going back several years. I can tell you that is definitely not going to.
All I'm asking for back is $473, and as opposed to, the whole legal process.
Now, again, Mr. Yaya, you have actually 60 days to dispute your. Now, also, it depends on how you balance your checking account. Now, if you're saying that you've had overdrafts for the past 3 to 5 years, or several years, then that tells me that you're not keeping an accurate balance of your checking account.
I see. Well, that's actually not true. I keep my check register on Quicken, and in fact, I had another business account with Bank of America for many years, and that was never overdrawn. Can I ask you this? Are you familiar with contract law at all?
I don't know the law.
It's called a contract of adhesion. Now, if there's a dispute between the two parties and they go before a judge in some legal proceedings, and it looks as if the terms of that agreement are either ambiguous or unfair, the judge will rule in the favor of the party who did not draft the agreement. And it just blows me away, all the different ways that I can lose money by banking with Bank of America. I guess I'll just need to get the agent for service of process, whoever that person's name is, so I can deliver the paperwork.
You can definitely voice your concern in writing, Mr. Yaya. All right. Well, I want to definitely thank you for calling the offices of the chairman and CEO, and thank you so much for voicing your concern today, Mr. Yaya. It was definitely a pleasure assisting you.
Thank you for your help. It was.
Thank you for banking with us.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, we're back. So as you can see, Nick had this confrontation here, and obviously, what did she say? She doesn't know the law. What was that quote?
Right, I'm not familiar with the law.
I'm not familiar with the law. So here's a problem that I'm encountering.
She's working in the office of the CEO, mind you. This is his personal assistant, or whatever you want to call her. Playing ignorant, playing dumb. These people know the law. This is no joke. And I laid it down for her and said, look, we're going to go to court and we're going to settle this since we can't settle it over the phone.
And you might have the same type of fear if you're going to deal with the police. Right. The police pull you over, and they're supposed to know the law too. Now, if you go to a police officer when he asks for your driver's license and say, and he says, give me your driver's license. Hey, that's your driver's license. He's trying to enter into a contract with you. You can respond honorably in two ways. You can accept, or you can conditionally accept. Acceptance. Okay, officer, sure, here's my driver's license. Okay, great, everything's cool. Or, oh, sure, officer, here's my driver's license. You can see it for $1,000. Now you've made a counteroffer. You've accepted his offer, but you're accepting it conditionally.
Under the condition that he pay you $1,000.
Right, and that's the law. But what happens is in that situation, they know the law, but they're not going to play by the law. They want to shut down people who are starting to speak out, and there's a huge population across the country and across the world. If you check out places like Zeitgeist Movement about freedom and sovereignty, it's all about understanding the law. In understanding the law, you gain control over your sovereignty, and you also become the controller of your property, your car, and your land.
And power. And you know, and just to finish out with the point we were talking about with Bank of America, I took them to court the other day, and before we even walked into court, they were willing to settle. And they actually settled with me for $500, which is more than what I was asking for, and a $65 court fees. So I got back all the money I had spent to take them to court, and all the way to $500 because they knew they were in the wrong.
How did you make your case? What was your case? What did you go in there?
The case was based on contract law and contract of adhesion, which is a one-way contract written by, in this case, the bank. And in order to do business with them, I had to accept that contract. But the law says that if the terms of the contract are either unfair or ambiguous, in this case they were, that the law would rule in the favor of the person who did not write the contract. In addition to that, at the time, from the time period that I went back 2003 until 2009, I think I went up to, they didn't offer an opt-out of overdraft protection. So they automatically enrolled me in this, and then they left out a chronological order, and an order of most expensive or biggest charges to the smallest charges, in an effort to trigger more overdraft fees. And so I had them on three different means of guilt, and they knew it. I had them in a corner. If I would have gone into court, I would have got them for more. Actually,
that's what I was telling him when he explained this story to me first. I said, Nick, man, why didn't you ask for like $1,500? You know, all of the money plus court costs plus time and effort plus there's stress involved. I mean, think about it now. If like there's a situation like that and he doesn't want to pay his overdraft charges or something, or you don't pay it, then they can start messing with your credit, and then the whole all that stuff is all
I've met people on
jacked
set who's had that happen, had their credit ruined over these shenanigans that the banks pull. And it's about time that we stand up. And the way to do that is to arm yourself with information. Get as much information as you can. Learn about commercial law. Learn about practical law.
Yeah. And really, what I'm planning on doing from day one forward is to give you a history lesson on the way that how we came to become in debt with what is called the deficit. Why we are not really the controllers of our own property. Why Washington, D.C. was burned by the European armies that came over and made us turn over much of our land to them contractually. That's why we don't really own land. In this country, we are basically slaves to England. And so I'll get into all the facts about that. Anyway, what I wanted to do was show you that I'm not the only one here practicing the law. And we aren't the only ones practicing the law either. There are more like us, and I'm learning from other people every day, and we're trying to just spread a positive message so that you can regain your freedom that you were born with as a natural human being, because this is all about being a natural human being. All right, well, thank you for watching The Ronald Show. Nick, what is the name of your website again?
Beat the System. It's Nick Yaya 111 is my channel. So if you type that into YouTube, you'll come up with my channel. But if you type in Beat the System...
I'm going to put it right underneath here. See it? Nick Yaya 111 after the youtube.com. So Nick Yaya 111.
And that's my channel.
Subscribe. And then get other people to subscribe. That's what it's all about, is spreading the word.
Share the information.
And that's why we keep it to nice 15-minute segments. All right, thanks for watching the show. We appreciate it, and we will be back right after this.
What if a government intelligence analyst from the Pentagon is forced to save mankind from extinction and the world from destruction, but first he must evolve into the Messiah and create the plan to save the world? The 21st century Messiah arrives, battles dark forces, and sparks the Armageddon that leads to the apocalypse, rapture, the 2012 pole shift, and extraterrestrial contact. Buy the book today by Ronald Farnham at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The Second Coming of the Messiah. Book 1, The Awakening.
Jesus, that look on William's face, that look when you threw the old bear hug on him. Oh, come on, Chief. Why don't you just laugh right out loud? You gotta laugh, especially when things ain't funny. That's the ticket. That's how you keep yourself in balance. You know something? You're getting bigger. Look at that foot, Chief. The size of a flat car. You keep growing like that, and pretty soon, they'll have to spring you. And they'll be Big Chief Brompton cutting down the boulevard. Men, women, and kids rocking back on their heels to peer up at him. And they'll be like, well, what's this big giant here? Taking 10 foot at a stride and ducking for power lines. Stops just long enough for virgins. Rest of you twitches don't even bother lighting up.
What's so amusing?
I ain't sure you get the point.
Don't you boys feel sorry for what you did?
I don't guess so, ma'am, so whatever you're gonna do, get on with it.
We had a meeting, Randall, and the staff agreed it might be beneficial if you were to receive shock therapy. But we won't, provided you are prepared to admit your mistakes.
You got a paper I can sign?
A paper?
Yeah, that way you can add some more things, like how I'm involved in a plot to overthrow the government, and how I think life on your ward's the sweetest fucking thing this side of Hawaii.
Randall, we are trying to help you.
Do I get my pants slit? You gonna shave my head? Don't be scared, Chief. I'm going first. And if they can't hurt me, they can't hurt you. What's that?
Conductants.
Anoint this my head with conductant. Do I get a crown of thorns?
Papa.
Don't holler, Chief. Or if you gotta holler guts ball. Guts ball.
Guts ball.
Oh, I do get a crown of thorns.
Guts ball. Guts ball.
Add it, engine. Add it, engine. Wire, briar, limber, lock, 3G. Oh, whoa.
Claire!
Guts ball!
Have you ever wanted to write a book? Have you ever wanted to write a screenplay? Have you ever wanted to have your great movie idea turned into a screenplay, turned into a movie, turned into a book, and distributed all over the world? Well, now you can learn how to do it with the great new book by Ronald Farnham, How to Write a Screenplay in 30 Days or Less. It includes the logline, theme, synopsis, outline, and screenplay of the three magic questions. Learn how to write a screenplay in 30 days or less, or your money back. Get it today at Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And speaking of global military-industrial complex, I have just got my newest and final proof copy for my new and third book that I believe will go into publication tomorrow, because I'm going to go through it and I'm likely going to approve it. It's my new book that's coming out, I guess, which will be December 16th, which will be tomorrow. Today's the 15th, 2011. The Second Coming of the Messiah. So, I'm opening it up for the first time. And here it is. My new book, The Second Coming of the Messiah. You can order it on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. And you can even go to CreateSpace.com. This is an apocalyptic sci-fi movie about the 21st century Messiah. He arrives, battles dark forces, and sparks the Armageddon, which leads to the apocalypse, rapture, 2012 pole shift, and extraterrestrial contact. So I just wanted to share this with you. I'm really excited, my third book, and now I can get started on the second volume of this 3-set series. So this is the Second Coming of the Messiah, Book 1, The Awakening. And the next book that's going to come out probably in about 2 or 3 months, I would say maybe February. I might release it for my birthday, February 17th. And if you want to send cards, you can do that. But the second book is going to be the Second Coming of the Messiah, Book 2, The Rapture. And that is when the plan is enacted and the Messiah takes us to a new world. Part of the New World Order and the collapse of the New World Order at the same time. Not the New World Order you think. And so maybe we can effect a change with this. Alright, thanks for watching The Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it is perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. I'll see you in the next episode. We'll be back after this.
Now available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble is Harry Johnson, Diary of a Gigolo Porn Star. The crazy adventure of a 1951-born male in Beaufort, Georgia with a 2-foot penis that grows to 3 feet. He goes on to become an international porn star after becoming a war hero in Vietnam. Get it today at Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it is perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. I'm Ronald, hosting your show from, hey, what city are we in right now?
Lakeview Terrace.
Lakeview Terrace. This is Los Bravos baseball team. Today is our first playoff game, and it is December 17th, 2011. And we're going to beat these guys because we're the best team in the league. This is the Wood Bat League. This is one of the coaches right here, Alonzo. Tell us a little about yourself, Alonzo.
Alonzo been with the team for 3 years. We went 18-1 this year. Vallarta as well. They call us Bravos Vallarta.
Where do you work at?
And we want to take it all this year. And Ronald, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. All right, thanks, Alonzo. Yeah, so, all right, I'll bring you a little more of the game. We're getting ready, though. Our guys are warming up. There's Roy. What's up, Roy? You playing first base today?
Playing some hockey today.
Oh, you're playing hockey today, huh?
Cold enough for a hockey game.
You gonna slap? Yeah, I know, man. It is cold out here. That's why I got a leather jacket on and a hat. I don't even feel like loosening up. I just want to sit in my car and put the heat on.
Yep, we're ready.
You gonna get some hits today?
Couple. I look fat.
Yeah.
Look fat on TV.
Everybody looks fat on camera. Don't be so. Yeah, you're vain. You got to be vain, man, to be in show business. This is Roy's in show business. And look at this. This is why we're fat right here. Some of this stuff right here. Every game right here, we got stuff. All right, we'll be back after this.
Hello, initiates, and welcome to Module 1 of the Illumicorp video training course. I would like to officially welcome you as a member of the team. You've joined our organization at perhaps the most exciting point in our long history. Our founders shared a passionate dream to transform this country and eventually the whole world into one cohesive organization. When Illumicorp finishes gaining centralized control over the resources of the planet, and we will, we can then organize, distribute, and govern for the benefit of all. After competition and dissent are eliminated, we will build a utopia for the people of the world to share based on need and rejoice together in a harmonious new world. This presentation is designed to enlighten you about our organization's goals and achievements. As your guide, I will help to answer some basic questions you might have about Illumicorp and familiarize you with the valuable role you will play in helping us reach our prime objective. So please, take a tour with me as we march together towards an exciting new world. all people are aware of class. To them, society is made up of the rich, the middle, and the poor.
The one thing that all three classes don't understand is that the pyramid continues upward. There is a detached, hidden capstone made up of an elite board of directors who own and manage Illumicorp. The three classes below, in essence, become the assets and resources of Illumicorp. Illumicorp is divided into various administrative branches, but each branch has the same 5 levels in their hierarchy. You will begin at the bottom, in the initiate category. As such, your role will be to make sure that your orders are carried out through the sub-corporations and institutions controlled by Illumicorp.
You will be placed in plain sight, at the head of a company or institution in the public sector, to carry out the plans delivered from above. Remember, your role is very important. You will be the face of Illumicorp to the outside world. You are our connection to the masses below. Never speak publicly about your orders or your masters. Now, let's look at Illumicorp's 6 administrative branches and their functions. You will be placed in a top position of power among one of the following sectors. In this way, as you are monitored and guided from above, you will decide strategy and introduce programs that further our goals. For that is the secret to Illumicorp's success. Control the head, and you control the body. This is potentially Illumicorp's most effective instrument for global control. Through international banking, we manipulate the fate of all countries. We have introduced many institutions, such as the IMF and WTO, that work in our favor to impoverish disobedient nations. Always remember, debt is a powerful weapon against countries that don't share Illumicorp's vision.
Perhaps our greatest achievement in banking is the Federal Reserve System. It is a collection of international banks owned by Illumicorp members and financiers. It was created to form a centralized banking system through the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, an act that was indeed penned by some of our most esteemed members. Many of you might still assume that the government itself prints and issues the currency. That is not the case. When America needs money, they go to our boys and ask for it. The money is printed, but it is only representative of a loan. Interest accrues on that dollar until it is paid back to the Fed. In fact, the federal taxes paid by the American population go almost entirely to paying off this debt. So you see, Illumicorp derives a healthy amount of its operation funding directly from the debt of the public. Needless to say, this is one of our most crucial sources of funding, and one of our proudest achievements here at Illumicorp. Through mergers and acquisitions, we have slowly and silently bought up the majority of U.S. industry. Illumicorp and its members own most of the oil, transport, banking, media, food and communications industries in America and abroad. Through fewer and fewer conglomerates, we are able to effect with great precision the machinations of labor and government.
Ultimately, corporations will replace government as a centralized international body that can meet the needs of the public worldwide without the chaos created by national self-interest. When Illumicorp goes public, corporatism will be the foundation for world government. Conglomerates will merge into one cohesive corporation that is responsible only to Illumicorp and the needs of its global employment force. Illumicorp's control of the American military is another impressive tool in our possession. We have nurtured these institutions lavishly to serve as the prototype for our global police force. When ready, our technology and manpower will dominate those who oppose the coming new world order.
By utilizing American patriotism, we have fostered in the American soldier the philosophy of peace through superior force. When the time is right, we will migrate that mentality towards the belief in a global government who must protect all people through superior force. We have used the American military-industrial complex to build the arsenal necessary to instigate the final cleansing outlined in Illumicorp's Great Plan. Our primary target will be Islamic nations who will never submit to our Western-centric domination. They also hold much of the remaining oil reserve of the planet. Illumicorp must own that precious resource, as it is crucial in maintaining our domination over the countries of the world.
Through Illumicorp's enormous federal funding of the military, we can develop new forms of warfare and population reduction. The public can't imagine what we were in the process of developing. Soon, even the weather will be a weapon under our control. We will be able to create droughts, floods, hurricanes, and even tsunamis with no fingerprints attached. The political system of America has been under direct control of Illumicorp for some time. It was actually a relatively easy acquisition, and has been even easier to manage. Politicians know of our unspoken agreement, and will do anything to stay in power.
A two-party system benefits Illumicorp in that it reduces all issues to a black and white debate. Through media, we can play side against side, using each where necessary to support our goals. Due to a diminishing faith in the system among the public, Illumicorp has designed a rogue candidate program to provide a voice for the dispossessed. This disperses the impetus for dissent among those who do not feel represented by our candidates and builds a database of potential dissidents.
What if a government intelligence analyst from the Pentagon is forced to save mankind from extinction and the world from destruction, but first he must evolve into the Messiah and create the plan to save the world? The 21st century Messiah arrives, battles dark forces, and sparks the Armageddon that leads to the apocalypse, rapture, the 2012 pole shift, and extraterrestrial contact. Buy the book today by Ronald Farnham at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The Second Coming of the Messiah, Book 1, The Awakening.
Gentlemen, welcome to the show, huh? Let's get it going. We got Longo on the hill. We got Robert Lee on the center, Pepe in midfield, Bubba third, Alonso short, Roy at first, Bubba DH, Jerry right, Joe catching, Mimi, second base, Longo pitching. Hey, gentlemen. Bubba DH. Bubba DH. Gentlemen, pass the bags at first, at second or third, stay on the bag. Look, if the bag moves, stay where the bag's supposed to be at. Don't drag your feet with the bag. Any issues with the crews, Uncle Vic will be the only one to go out there. If he wants to go out there, he goes out there. If you don't, you don't. Let's all run in and let's enjoy the game. And get out there. Pick up your coaches, guys. Let's get out there. Let's get out there and do our job. Let Uncle Vic do his job. All right, Braves on 3. 1, 2, 3. Braves!
All right, we're going to play some ball now. Let's win. Here we go. Let's go. Bravos! All right, we'll be back with some baseball after this.
How to write a screenplay in 30 days or less. It includes the logline, theme, synopsis, outline, and screenplay of the 3 magic questions. Learn how to write a screenplay in 30 days or less, or your money back. Get it today at Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Don't fucking miss the ball. No shit. You cock. It's coming right at the lens, man. Come on, audience, don't flinch. Stick with it. Look at that. Pow, baby. Try standing up in the batter's box with the ball coming at you. Curveball. Here comes the curveball. Uh-oh, this is danger right and nasty. Here comes another curveball. This kid's sharp, man. He pitched, Where'd you pitch, Longo? Florida State? Where'd you pitch? Oh, that's a sharp curveball right there. That dude's a natural born pitcher. Pow!
We come out here, we put on the cleats, we grab our mitts, and we come out and we compete and we play some hardball. This is not softball. Every time I say I play baseball, someone's like, "Oh, you mean you're playing softball?" And I go, "No, it's baseball. It's baseball. We throw overhand, you know, with a freaking hill. And we use wooden bats. I don't play none of that softball. We're out here, pow, throwing a hardball. All right, here we go. Watch Joe's gonna fire the ball down to second base. Boom. And he takes a little off, right on target. All right, kid, knock him dead, Joe. Let's go out and talk to Longo before he throws his first pitch, see if he's a little nervous. Hey, Longo, you're just about to take the hill in the most important game of the season. How do you feel? You nervous?
Hell yeah, get off the
5
field.
seconds away. All right, kid. All right, see that? That's oh shit, I better run. I'm sorry, bro. You knocked him dead, kid. All right. All right, here we go, Longo. We'll get a few pitches on him.
I'm going. Bring it down, bring it down.
Ooh,
Good pitch, baby. Good pitch, huh?
nice spot. Right at shortstop.
Hey, with it, baby. Good throw, huh?
There
Good job,
we
bro.
go.
Good job.
Hey, way to start, Longo. All right, so one down quick and easy in the top of the first inning. And this is Ronald. Thanks for watching the Ronald Show. We will be back after this.
With a 2-foot penis that grows to 3 feet, he goes on to become an international porn star after becoming a war hero in Vietnam. Get it today at Amazon
Hey, welcome back to the
or
Ronald
Barnes
Show.
and
We
Noble.
are in the bottom of the second inning. And Bubba just hit a bomb! Bubba just hit a bomb! Oh, deep to right center field.
Wait the fucking ball,
All right, that's only one out. Bottom of the second inning. And we are down. What's the score? 2-0?
Look at him.
1-0? 1-0. So that's an update right now. Bubba just hit a laser to right, deep right center field. And we got a runner on first base, Roy, who popped up to the second baseman and didn't run it out. And the second baseman dropped it. And then Robert gave him hell for it. And,
As well he should have, Bob.
as well he should have. And I'm go by Bob sometimes. Here's Longo. He's pitching right now.
I just thought that's your name.
Bob?
I'm Bob, yeah.
Yep.
Color commentator, Longo.
Yeah. All right.
Key is not to panic, we're fine.
Yeah, don't panic. That's what it says on the cover of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't panic. Here comes number 12. He's gonna.
Thanks, Gary. Let's go, kid.
Here, he's got the pitch. And that's a ground ball up the middle. Right out there.
Attaboy, Gary, attaboy.
All right. All right, we'll be back with an update on the score and the inning and stuff like that later. All right, thanks for watching the Ronald Show. Peace.
At the turn of the last century, Illumicorp took a serious interest in public education. Our Supreme Council realized that by creating a private organization to dictate curriculum on a federal level, children could be conditioned to obedience on a mass scale.
In the interest of promoting Illumicorp principles in the classroom, hundreds of millions of dollars were invested to create the General Education Board in 1902. The result of doing this is evident today. The doctrines of public education have transformed recent generations into a weaker, more docile mass. Through meticulously planned curriculum, we have control over the process by which the average child learns. Thus, we can mold them into obedient workers who are conditioned to accept the implementation of the Great Plan. In addition, Illumicorp has set up many associations, including the American Historical Association, that determine and uphold the official view of history. Knowledge is power, so we must at all costs be the authors of the truth. By writing history to suit our interests, dissenting voices cannot gain ground, and we can vastly influence culture to achieve our prime objective.
Illumicorp uses the media to shape the public's opinion about current events and condition desired attitudes about our future agenda. Through news, entertainment, and advertising, we can program a variety of emotions and responses into the collective unconscious.
In the past, we were limited entirely to print media, but now we have multiple mediums to utilize in programming and conditioning the masses. With cable news, we have directed the public to a more entertainment-based consumption of world events, infotainment. This medium is far more effective at subliminal reinforcement of desired attitudes towards our objectives. For instance, we are currently instilling a sense of duty towards environmental issues.
With our growing control of the weather through HARP and chemtrails, we will scare the public into accepting our global protection agendas. We will then phase into the great cleansing which must occur to return the global population to a manageable size.
We reinforce the desired norm through advertising, creating a model for people to live up to that is virtually impossible. The result is an incomplete, desperate individual seeking acceptance. Through reality television game shows, we repeat the pattern of individual survival versus group survival. This breaks down the idea of community and breeds individuals who seek only their self-interest. With a public that is constantly suspicious and scheming, we maintain the status quo of a divided population that never thinks to look up.
Religion has served its purpose incredibly well. It is the oldest and perhaps the broadest form of social control utilized by Illumicorp. With religion, there is a written code of conduct that must be followed. The authors of the Holy Scriptures knew quite well how to lace that code with commands to maintain their dominance over the population. This system has survived through millennia to hold the flock together and bring us to today.
Admittedly, religion is losing its power for control. However, the fanaticism that has arisen due to this decline is particularly helpful to Illumicorp. Our invisible influence in the church has helped bring the Christian fundamentalists out of the background. We control their opinions on current issues through policies designed and written right here at Illumicorp headquarters. They are sent to our ministers, who then preach the Word of God and their interpretations of the Bible to their followers. Their blind faith is used to transform them into willing soldiers to defend our cause during the catastrophes ahead. As the final phase is enacted, we will propagate end-time prophecy to convince them of their convictions.
The rise of Islamic fundamentalism works to Illumicorp's advantage as a threat that will demand violent action. In the coming years, planned terrorist attacks will warrant a full-scale retaliation and initiate the final phase of the Great Plan. Christians will support our actions, since they will believe them to be proof of the end times prophesied by Illumicorp's religious leaders. Now that you have a basic understanding of how we work over here at Illumicorp, I would like to introduce you to one of our latest projects, the Control Grid. Since ancient times, it has been the desire of the Illumins to wield control of the masses below, both to protect us from them and them from themselves. The tools through the ages have been effective, but always blunt and inaccurate. But now, With the release of new technology to the masses, we have the real ability to implement a control grid with finance, industry, government, and military under our strict control. We can safely shift the population into a new world, monitored and controlled by Illumicorp.
Technology such as the internet, GPS, and RFID chips are pillars of the invisible prison we are erecting around the people. Within the decade, we will have real ID cards that contain criminal records and pertinent information, all linked to federal databases. Cell phones will tell us where each individual is, linked to the same database. Through intelligence agencies and Homeland Security, we will monitor individuals who oppose the Great Plan and remove them from the grid. Quickly, the population will learn that they have a choice: support the system and benefit from its luxuries, or reject it and lose access to the grid.
Well, that was quite an overview. I hope it gave you an understanding of our process and basic overall structure here at Illumicorp. Don't worry if you can't remember specific details at the moment. Once assigned to your administrative branch, you will be shown the second Illumicorp training module. Your initiate supervisor will brief you on your specific duties at that point.
Also, please review your copy of the Great Plan and the attached code word and symbols booklet. You will need to know the ways we communicate internally through public channels.
This concludes part 1 of the Illumicorp video training module. I wish you the best of luck, and may our plan complete in secrecy. The dawn of a new era is on the horizon, and it will shine gloriously over the new world that we have built together.
What's up? I gotta go. You guys score some runs, all right? Let's go. Come on.
Way to work, Longo. Way to work.
Good shot, Longo.
Good job, Robert. What inning is this? Third.
¿Está listo, Ramiro? Eddie, are you loose?
What inning are we in? Fourth inning? What's the score?
Fourth, 3-0, baby.
3-0 them, huh?
Taliban coming right now.
We got some work to do, don't we?
We're gonna drop some bombs right now.
We're going to drop some bombs now. It's time for us to hit. Bravos are going to put some runs on the board. Hey, let's go, Bravos. Let's put some runs on the board now. Let's hit the ball.
Hey, the rest on that should be the last thing on you. All right. Score some runs, that's 40.
All right. I got my beer right there. I'm going to drink that. And we are going to score some runs. I don't think I'm pitching today. Got Longo, and then we got Eddie coming in. We're going to score some runs right here.
All right. All right, thanks for watching the Ronald Show. We'll be back in a little while. I'll let you know what the final score is. Peace.
All right, it's the fourth inning here. And we have runners on first and second and nobody out. And Joe just hit a nice bunt down the third base line. And he let it off with a, Gary let it off with a single to left. We're looking to score some runs right here. This is a semifinal game. We win this game, we go to the championship. Now we got BB up. Let's see how this plays out. There's a bunt right down the third baseline. Here comes a throw. He's out of first. That's all right. Now we got runners on second and third base. Here scores two. Good hustle, BB. Way to lay down a bunt, kid. Way to lay down a bunt. All right, Robert, our clutch left-handed hitter, right here.
Hey, BB.
He's the guy that can do it. There's a strike right there. Let's go, Robert. Let's go, Robert. Quick snap throw by the catcher, almost got our dude at third. We gotta be a little bit heads up now. Runners on second and third. We're down 3-0. It's a big at bat right here. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. That's falling. That might fall. No, he's got it. Dang it. We're not happy. We're not happy. Semi-final game. We need some runs. We are down 3-0. End of the fourth. Going into the 5th inning. New pitcher going in for us, Eddie. Long guy had to leave. His daughter has a recital today. All right. I'll be back in a couple of innings with more from the ball field. Keep you guys up to date on what's going on. I'm eating sunflower seeds. All right. Peace.
How to write a screenplay in 30 days or less. It includes the logline, theme, synopsis, outline, and screenplay of the 3 magic questions. Learn how to write a screenplay in 30 days or less, or your money back. Get it today at Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
All right, we're here in the 5th inning. Bubba's up. 1 out. Runners on first and second. There's a line drive. Fair ball down the left field line. Good. Foul. Oh, that looked like it was fair. Hey, way to hit the ball, Bubba. That's all right. We got 1 down. Runners on first and second. We got Bubba up. He will drive the ball. They're playing him to pull. He went right down the left field line with that. All right, here we go now. We need some runs right here. Still 3-0. What inning is this, Ed? 6th? 6th inning. All right. This is a big moment right here. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Big Bubba up. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes the pitch. Oh. Bubba's mad. This umpire's been calling a bad game all game. He's friends with the other team, right? And so he's not been calling our strikes for our pitcher, and he's calling everything for the other pitchers. All right, here we go. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Roy just got beamed. He got hit. He was on first base. Roy's on first. We got Alonso on second. We got this dude pitching right here, ready to throw to the plate. And there's the pitch. Boom. There's the base hit into the gap. All right, Alonso's going to score. Oh, he dropped the ball. All right, but Roy stayed at first base. We could have got a runner to third, but we didn't. There you go. Way to break the ice, Bubba. Way to hit the ball, kid. Say hi to Mom. All right. All right, Gary's up. 1 down. Still runners on first and second. Gary, he does not get cheated on any of his swings. He takes a full cut. This dude takes a man hack. All right. All right. Here we go. Watch this.
Hey, don't be talking to my pitcher, all right? Don't be talking. He's in the zone right now.
All right, my bad. I just asked him what inning it was. Gary wants to hit. He likes to take a hack. And we go watch him when he takes a swing. He doesn't mess around. There you go. That's a base hit right there. Safe at second. All right, bases loaded. Hey, way to not get cheated.
Hey, Vic.
Bases loaded for Joe. Joe hits the ball hard. Let's go 2-9. Let's go 2-9. All right, bases loaded. This is where the Bravos are good right here. We score runs when we need to. 3-0. We're down, and this is the champion. This is the game to go to the championship game. We need to win this game. Uh-oh. Conversation at the mound. Like, come on, get your stuff together. See what you can do. Come on. Let's go offense. Let's go offense. Let's keep the pressure on him now. Keep hitting the ball. Keep hitting the ball, Joe. Line drive, kid. Line drive now. You got runners ready for you. Here comes the mound. Let's see. It looks like they might make a change. They're going to talk about it. Trying to freeze Joe up a little because the temperature is dropping. Let's see what they got to say. Talking about something.
Just in case. That's how you get it done, homie.
How do you get it done, Gary? How do you get it done?
20 years of baseball was added up to this moment right
Right here. It all comes down to this. All right, they're leaving 12 in. They're going to see if Joe can do some damage. And they're talking. Alonzo. Final instructions. Alonzo was probably like, just hit that piss out of the ball. Hit it hard.
One down, Bubba. One down, Bubba.
Joe's a big dude, too. He's a really good catcher. He didn't get cheated on swings. We got a good hitting ball team. And there's the pitch. Ooh, inside.
Hey, Gary, don't get caught. He throws behind you, huh? I know, but
yeah. Just be careful. He'll throw behind you.
Go get the cop to throw it behind you.
Talking about the catcher throwing down to first base. This dude's been throwing all over the place the whole game. 6th inning. Bases loaded. 1 out. Ooh, there he goes. He goes down. Ooh, in the dirt. All right, we got the bases loaded. Runners on 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Here comes the pitch. Oh, there's a bunt. Oh, nice bunt. Oh, he boots it. Here comes the throw, and Joe's. That's all right. We scored another run now. All right, 3-2. We're down by 1. Man on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Way to get the bunt down, Joe. Good job, 2-9. Good job, 2-9. Way to hustle.
Hey, be my hero right here, baby. Let's go. When you get hit by a ball. I've never seen you complain when you get hit.
Ooh.
Good
cut, 1-9. Good cut, 1-9.
Hey, go up there, hacking 1-9.
That's BB. That's BB. Alex. He's the one that approved me for the team. And now he's up in a critical position in the game of the year right here for us. We win this game, we go to the championship. I don't know if that's Alex or not. I think it is. 2 strikes. 2 strikes. Base hit scores 2 right here. Base hit puts us up by 1.
Chop some wood, BB.
This is what we need. There's a base hit. Oh, what a stab by the pitcher. And all right, that's okay. That's okay. We are still down by 1.
A 2-foot penis that grows to 3 feet. He goes on to become an international porn star after becoming a war hero in Vietnam. Get it today at Amazon or
all right,
Barnes
we just lost
Noble.
the game, so it's handshake time. Anyway, we lost 8-3. I tried, we tried. Good game, 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 good game. Way to hit the ball. Hey, you guys hit the ball really well. Way to hit the ball, way to hit the ball. Way to pitch, way to pitch, way to hit the ball. Good job, coach, way to hit. Good job, fellas, good job, fellas. All right, all right. Anyway, we lost, so we're out of the playoffs now. We were hoping to win the championship, but we ain't doing it this year. That's all right, next season though, next season. All right, all right. Way to go, Joe. Hey, way to pitch. All right, that's it for the Ronald Show. We'll see you soon. Peace.
What if a government intelligence analyst from the Pentagon is forced to save mankind from extinction and the world from destruction, but first he must evolve into the Messiah and create the plan to save the world? The 21st century Messiah arrives, battles dark forces, and sparks the Armageddon that leads to the apocalypse, rapture, the 2012 pole shift, and extraterrestrial contact. Buy the book today by Ronald Farnham at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The Second Coming of the Messiah, Book 1, The Awakening.